Chapter 157 is now out, and we have another more relaxed chapter, this time with Aqua and Ruby spending more time together. It's a pretty chill chapter overall, where nothing crazy happens, but there's also another break again before the next chapter, unfortunately. With that said, I'ma just get started with the chapter, which begins with us seeing that Bikomachi has been on tour, traveling throughout all of Japan. Their latest performance was at Osaka on December 7th and 8th. That means we have time skipped to December now. After 3 straight weeks of concerts, Ruby is of course very tired, and falls to the ground in exhaustion as soon as she's home. Aqua is there reading something too, as Ruby complains about how tiring doing a concert is on top of having to do shows on local TV. There's like no time to buy any souvenirs from the places she's been going to. Plus, she's been chaperoned like crazy by Ichigo and Miyako. We see her right by Ruby's side in the panel. Aqua says that's a good thing, obviously prioritizing Ruby's safety over everything else. It's not great for Ruby though, and soon they have to start promoting the movie by going on many shows and stuff. It's almost too much for Ruby, but then Aqua cuts her off by asking if she's free to rest today. Ruby says that she is, and asks if Aqua is too. Aqua says he also has a free day, so Ruby decides that they'll spend the rest of the day relaxing at home. Aqua does question if that's alright though. It's a rare day off for Ruby, so he thought she'd rather go and hang out with friends. However, Ruby walks away saying she's not gonna do that. When Ruby returns from the shower, Aqua blow dries her hair, and then she lays down on the floor next to Aqua. There's some pillows there too this time, for Ruby to rest her head on. Aqua then says Ruby's name, and asks her if being an idol is fun. Ruby says yeah it is. Even though it's not easy, Ruby still has a blast. The life she's living right now is something Ruby couldn't even imagine happening back when she was in the hospital as Serena. Like gathering the new Bikomachi members, and practicing together with them. Even trying out YouTube, doing training camp, and especially performing live. It's like Ruby's finally living out her dream in real time. Then Ruby brings up Aqua's journey as an actor. He's done many TV dramas, appeared on a reality dating show, did variety shows with Ruby, and filmed a movie too. Of course, their kiss is also the most prominent panel here too. Ruby is certain that it was all very fun no matter what, and Aqua agrees with her too. Ruby then continues by saying if things continue this way, the day they can perform at the Tokyo Dome won't be too far off. Until then, Ruby doesn't plan to stop. Every day for Ruby has been busy and fun, but even an ordinary day is also a wonderful day as long as Aqua is there with her. That's enough for Ruby, and even Aqua can't help but smile after hearing that. Then he actually closes the Tokyo University book about medicine he was reading and just says dinner. Then he mentions how cooking has always been done by Miyako. So Aqua suggests that they switch things up and surprise Miyako with something when she gets home. Ruby thinks that's a great idea, and then we get a shopping and cooking montage of the twins. We see them first at a grocery store in disguise, with Aqua holding 2 large radishes or carrots I think. Then when they're back home preparing to cook, Ruby's struggling to grate the giant vegetable before Aqua sees. Then when they taste the food, judged by Ruby's reaction and white starring on, the food is really good. Then afterwards, Ruby finally goes to rest, and then we get a really wholesome double spread of Aqua and Ruby sleeping together. When Miyako returns home, she can smell the good food, and then comments on how good Aqua and Ruby's relationship is. The chapter then ends with another panel of Aqua and Ruby resting peacefully, as Miyako questions what they dreamt about. Then we finally get the title drop for the title of the chapter at the end. An ordinary day, a wonderful day, which was a reference to Ruby's words in the chapter, but also perfectly summarized the events of the chapter of them just relaxing together. At least both of them can finally rest now. They have settled things with their father, and Ruby's living out the dreams she had when she was Serena. It was actually really great to see how far they've come in this chapter. At the start of the series, Ruby was really trying so hard to become an idol, and now we're on the other end of that journey. It may be tiring, but this is what Ruby always wanted. I'm sure any of you Aqua x Ruby shippers will be happy about this chapter too, but it just really seemed more like a healthy sibling relationship. Although I feel like you could have interpreted their conversation as Goro checking in with Serena about how life being an idol was like, since he knew this is what she always wanted. And of course, Ruby's happy she finally gets to live out her dream with Goro by her side as Aqua. To be honest, even though this chapter may seem short in terms of content to discuss, I'm just glad we finally got a chapter of Aqua and Ruby interacting, without much shipping implications. It was really just a wholesome chapter of an ordinary but also beautiful day for them. Although I'm sure this is one of the last times we see them relaxed like this until the end of the manga. This is basically the calm before the storm, with Kana's graduation concert coming up. My bet is that someone will die. At least something will happen if Nino gets involved. But we'll have to wait and see as there is another break after this like I said earlier. Let me know what y'all thought of this chapter though in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. I got some more Shinoko content or two that you can check out. Peace.